Hey, what's up, guys? Good morning. SilverStrongFitness team here. We just wanted to introduce ourselves a little bit. This way, you guys can get to know us a little bit more and figure out what we're all about. So, this is my partner, Carolina. I'm sure you've seen her before on some of the videos. So, I guess apparently we're going to ask each other some questions.
Yes, so I have planned a few questions that Chris doesn't know about. So we're just going to be talking about ourselves and how we got into fitness and all of that. So guys, question number one is, when and how did you start exercising?
I started working out probably early high school, sophomore or junior year. My brother actually got me into it. He started going to the gym, and I started noticing how big and muscular he was getting, and I got a little jealous and wanted to kind of look like my big brother a little bit. So he actually got me into the gym for the first time. Had no clue what the hell I was doing, but he kind of showed me the ropes a little bit, and pretty much from that point on, it's been a part of my life and what I like to do every day. So, way to go, Pat. Appreciate it, man.
All right, for me, it was a little bit of a different story. So I was a competitive athlete all my life. I competed in national amateur golf, and I got a scholarship to play at the University of South Florida when I was 17. So I came up here from Colombia, and I had never picked up a dumbbell in my life. So as a part of, our workouts and our routines, we had to lift weights twice a week. And, I just had to start lifting. I had never been so sore in my entire life. Honestly, it wasn't really love at first sight with the weights. But for my 19th birthday, I remember I was going to go out and have some cheesecake for dessert. And I was like, I need to burn those calories before I eat them. So I head over to the rec center at my gym. And I got on the elliptical, and it just seemed kind of easy. 45 minutes went by really fast, and since then, it was just like, I can do this. And obviously, my style has evolved a lot throughout the years. I am now more of a lifter than a cardio girl. But, that's how it got started. Just those 45 minutes, they were like, hey, this is kind of good. Like, I can do this every day. So, question number 2. What's your favorite exercise?
There's so many. Favorite exercise would probably be, I don't know. Next.
All right, I'll go first, and you have
that.
time to think about it. I think for me, favorite exercise is definitely the deadlift. It's the one exercise that I've focused on building up for the last few years. I love deadlifting. I feel like when I deadlift, I get an awesome workout. And least favorite exercise for me would have to be the squat. Funny, huh? I have severe ankle mobility issues. When I was a little girl and growing up, I was always walking on my toes, which caused my calves and soleus muscles to kind of shorten. So every time I squat with a back load, I feel it very, very, very. I feel it all on my back. I don't feel much in my legs. So I decided that I needed to work more on my ankle mobility and kind of lay off the back-loaded squats. So I do some T-bar squats. I do some goblet squats, but I try to stay away from the back squats. How about you?
Yeah. Okay. After thinking about that for a minute, favorite exercise is definitely squat, just because I had such a hard time learning the mechanics growing up. For the first many years of my fitness what do we call it, journey, we could say, I pretty much stuck with upper body, typical bro. Maybe did some calf work once in a blue moon, but that was pretty much it. But it wasn't until I really started focusing on learning a lot more about personal training is when I started actually squatting from the guys that I used to work with in New York. So they really kind of helped me out and showed me how to squat properly. And to this day, it's one of the only exercises that makes me actually nervous when I know that I have to go heavy in the squat. So for that, I actually love it because it's such a good challenge, but it's also one of my least favorite exercises because, the whole day I'll kind of dread going into the weight room and knowing that I have to, squat heavy. But at the same time, I do really enjoy it. So there you go.
Wow, that's intense. Next is what is your favorite cheat or refeed meal?
Cheat meal would probably have to be. It's not so much a cheat meal. I don't really go crazy with like pizza and stuff like that. Pizza's good and all, but it's not. It is what it is. Favorite cheat meal probably would be a good cereal, some kind of sugary nasty cereal. Captain Crunch once in a blue moon. I'll eat some of that. Refeed meal would probably be some sort of all-you-can-eat buffet. Those are always good because you can pretty much load up on whatever you want. So it's not so much a cheat meal. It's many little cheat
like
meals.
A pig out fest.
Exactly. Yep. So, what about you?
My favorite cheat meal would have to be like an IHOP kind of thing. I love steak, I love eggs, I love hash browns and pancakes, and I just love slathering everything with ketchup and just devouring a 3,000 calorie meal in like a second. So that would have to be it. We recently went to a sushi buffet, and I'd never been to one of those before. And I had about 4 plates filled with sushi. Felt so disgusting walking out of there, but that was pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I think that we can say that our carbs were loaded after that meal.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. Next question. Favorite healthy food or healthy meal?
Chicken and rice. Can't go wrong. I use the crock pot, the cooked chicken, and the majority of my meals. So it's my go-to. White or brown rice doesn't really matter to me. But for the chicken, if you cook it in the crock pot, for like 6 to 8 hours, it comes out nice and tender, as opposed to grilling, or even I used to boil the chicken, which was kind of nasty.
Ew.
But discovered the crock pot, and it makes it a lot more tender.
Crock pot. Give it some credit for that. So speaking of crock pot, I use the crock pot to cook turkey chili. So I used low sodium canned tomatoes, low sodium rinsed beans, ground turkey, and it just comes out so amazing. I cook it overnight. I go to sleep, put it on. In the morning, I wake up and it's ready. And it's just great with rice for like a post-workout meal. I like to put a little chili on my egg white stew for breakfast. And recently, I've been adding a little bit, like a tablespoon or 2 of white rice. It's just really filling, really great. So I would say that is definitely my favorite health meal that I eat on a consistent basis. Otherwise, a nice salad when you go out and eat, it's always really nice with like a nice charred grilled chicken. That's really good. Except that it's really hard to achieve when you have to meal prep and you have to like prepare chicken for like the whole week. It's not really going to be charred and delicious by Friday, you know? So I think that's it. Next question. Favorite vegetable?
Asparagus.
Oh, wow.
Makes your pee stink, but it's all good.
It really does make your pee stink.
It's easy to cook. Goes down pretty easy. Saute it, broil it, whatever. Bake it. Comes out good. Salt and olive oil. Good to go.
I don't know if this is a vegetable, but I love iceberg lettuce. I know it has no nutritional value, blah, blah, blah. It's amazing. You put some like vinegar and some olive oil on that thing, and I could just eat a whole head. Oops.
That's what she said.
All right. Favorite way to do cardio?
By not doing it at all? No, just kidding. No. Cardio, anything outdoors, I guess. I'm looking to get more back into my old sport, which was cycling and mountain biking. Yes, there are some mountain bike trails in South Florida, apparently. I'm looking forward to checking them out. I don't really make it a goal to do cardio on a consistent basis. It's just more for recreation and fun. So I'd say cycling, walking down the beach, like I said, don't make it too crazy. As long as your diet's, fairly good for the most part, and you're doing the resistance training. For me in particular, and I think for most people too, you don't need to overdo it on cardio. So.
Well, you know how I was just telling you that I got into fitness because of the elliptical? Well, I hate cardio. I hate it. If you know me, you know how much I hate it. But it needs to get done. So I recently started doing sprints, 30 minutes of sprints once a week. I go all out, make sure you get enough, recovery, so it's actually a sprint, not just like a 30-minute really high-intensity run. I've been really enjoying low-intensity, steady-state Stairmaster, so I go 2 minutes on a side walk and 2 minutes on the other side. I've been trying to add that to my lifting sessions if I have a little bit of extra time. And my number one most favorite of all is boxing. It's great because it doesn't even feel like you're doing cardio. It's just like you're playing a game, your mind is focused, you're sweating, your heart rate's racing, and I'm sure you guys will see a little bit of that later, but it's the best, funnest way to cardio, in my opinion.
Well said. Well said.
All right. Favorite supplement?
There was a point where I would do a lot of different supplements. The results were kind of varied. You really got to stick with it for a long time to see what kind of results you're going to get from it. Probably just good old protein. I was doing whey protein for a while, but now I'm trying to steer away from dairy just a little bit to see how my body reacts. And I've been doing beef protein. So far, just same effects as whey protein. As long as you're getting in enough protein from your diet, you really don't need to go crazy with the protein shakes. I'm trying to take in around 200 grams a day of protein. So eating chicken and fish and turkey all day can get challenging from time to time. So for me, I need to kind of supplement that with a good protein powder. So yeah, I'll basically just use protein powder as far as supplements, and really not much else. Creatine, you can definitely see good results with that for a while, but there's creatine in my protein, so I'm pretty, I'm happy with that. Least favorite, it wasn't a question, but I'll say it anyway, would probably be one of the pre-workout energy drinks. Didn't really have good luck with them. Felt like crap afterwards. It's just a huge dose of caffeine to your system. Feels good while you're going through the workout. It'll definitely give you some energy, but afterwards it's a bit of a crash coming down off of it. Your heart's going a million miles an hour, and I don't particularly care for that feeling. So I try and steer away from the stimulants as much as I can while I'm working out.
All right, for me, my favorite supplement, like Chris said, I do take protein powder on a daily basis. Our bodies are very different the way that they react to different macronutrient, doses. So my protein intake is about 180 grams, which is only 20 less than him. But his carb intake is like double mine. And his fat intake is probably double mine too. So I think my body is definitely a little more resistant to the protein. So I take, a good protein. But I think my favorite supplement is fish oil. I've seen really good results with it. It helps, I don't eat a lot of, nuts or fish. Most of my protein comes from either beef or chicken or turkey. So, we need to have a balance in the kind of fats that you take, and that fish oil gives me that balance. And least favorite supplement is, there was this time when I bought these pills off the internet that were supposed to give me an awesome pump. And every time I took the pills, don't get me wrong, they're not illegal or anything. They were a legitimate supplement. I can't remember the name right now. I can't even remember the compound that was in it right now. It gave me a terrible headache. So I'd be working out, no pump inside, and just this terrible headache. So I decided to stay away from that. Occasionally, I will take a caffeine pill before I work out if I'm really sleepy and it really kind of wakes me up. It kind of gets me in the mood to work out. So that gets the job done without all the crap and the expensive cost of those pre-workout supplements and all of that stuff. So I think that's definitely it. I did take creatine for a long time and I saw amazing results. Just know that for girls, you might experience a little bit of weight gain while you're on the creatine, just because the creatine kind of absorbs water. So it's going to be a little bit of water that you're going to be retraining while you're taking the creatine, which is fine. It's just temporary weight, but just don't get scared. I did see really good results with that. At the moment, I'm not currently taking it anymore. I'm trying to go a little more natural approach and eating more, natural, rice and potatoes and stuff instead of this carbohydrate drinks that I used to take. I think there's a point where we were both taking glycofuse, which is dextrin powder. So basically what we're trying to do is increase your insulin levels and keep your blood flow, just filled with carbohydrates while you're working out to maintain your energy and kind of feed the muscles in order to prevent those muscles from breaking down during your workout. He still does it. I kind of stopped, and I haven't seen a significant result, but those are some of the supplements that we take. and he's the apple cider vinegar king. I just recently got on that kick.
Yeah.
I haven't really. It's too soon for me to tell you what I've been feeling, but a lot of people do it. It's relatively cheap, so we're giving it a shot for now. As we know more, we'll let you know more about what we find out.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Alrighty.
Is there anything you got to say?
No, just if you're in the South Florida area looking for a great workout, so you want to chill for a little bit, hit us up. Social media or SilverStrongFitness.com. Trying to remember all of our hashtags. Instagram, SilverStrongFitness.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube, same thing. So more videos to come. Let us know if you want to know any other information about us or about training or about anything really. We'll always get back to your comments. So, all right.
Absolutely, guys. So let us know if you're in South Florida. We would love to meet you. We would love to work out with you. Remember, we're on Instagram, SilverStrongFitness. We're on Facebook, SilverStrongFitness. We're posting new videos and new cool material all the time. And, leave us a comment. Let us know what you want us to talk about. Is there anything specific that you want to learn about? We'll try to put a video up. We'll do some research. And we're here to help you. So hit us up, okay? And remember, as new customers, you get a free personal training consultation or a free assisted stretch if you want to meet with us. And we would love to. So hit us up, and we hope to see you soon, guys. Bye-bye.
Peace.